This is caller number 2.
Okay, so Jim is here now, so now we're probably all going to get in trouble.
What, are you even talking about me or what?
Always.
Okay. Alright, well, why don't we go get going? Thank you everybody for joining. Let's get some sharing going on for now. So at least we can look at the eyeball of truth. First, once again, thank you all for attending. And like what we would like to do would be to go through and test the Active Directory migration scripts on any devices that you may have. Okay. So with that being said, is there anybody on the line that does not have a device to test with? Okay, so silence means that everybody has something to use for testing. Okay, because what we'd like to do is go through and then perform the AD migration, see if any errors do occur, and then if they do, we would like to either A, go through and then attempt to repair it real time. With RJ asking some questions, or go through and then collect some data, and then we'll have to do some research, and then we'll get back to the respective individual. Okay. RJ, is there anything else that you would like to add at this time?
Sure. So let me just also echo Jim's gratitude. Thank you all for being a part of this meeting. I'm actually very pleasantly surprised by how many people are on this call. And your participation and help has already been and will continue to be very valuable as we try to make this as successful as we can for our end users. So up to this point, I've already had some other calls with Jim and other members of our IT team, both in North America and in Asia. And we have found a couple of little glitches, and we've been able to resolve those. So we're getting more and more confident. We're getting more and more confident that this deployment and execution is going to succeed in the cases where the user's machines met the prerequisites. So file and printer sharing for Microsoft Networks is installed. They have some known administrative accounts for IT to manage. So it's getting better. Our session tonight, or this morning for all of you, will be very helpful as we validate that things work or find new things that we didn't know might not work. So with that, back to you, Jim. Let's see who we want to have give this a spin.
Okay, who feels like being the first guinea pig? Come on, we gotta have a volunteer because I really don't feel like picking anybody. Okay. Let's see then. Let us start at the bottom of the list, and they go with Jufang. Are you there?
Jim, you catch me, but sorry, I have to say because I'm out of resource. Or in the past weeks, I tested a lot of machine, so I have no machine available for the moment.
You have no test machine at this point?
Yeah, I have one desktop without the PGP installed, but also I also log in use the administrator. So I doubt this will be out of the range of the tester.
Well, I mean, if you have a desktop that you can go through and then test on, whether or not PGP is on the system, that really doesn't matter. So would you be willing to do a test?
Okay, and let me check with Ajay first. Ajay, so the PC I normally log in with the default administrator can do this test for this scenario?
So the deployment should succeed just fine for users who have PGP and users who do not have PGP. Who do not have PGP. So this will be a very good test case for us.
Yeah, I mean, this desktop has no PGP installed, but I log in use the default administrator account.
With what account did you say?
I mean, I'm logging only with the default administrator.
I didn't quite catch that about administrator.
I only have a local account administrator, so I log in always with the administrator account.
Okay, and that's perfectly fine too.
Oh, you saw that I
Perfectly fine too.
do a quick test here.
Absolutely.
So how do I test it and show you guys? I can IDP to that desktop, right, and share my screen
That
here.
will not work because the script does test to make sure that there is an interactive logged-in user at the console. There is an active at the console, not RDP session. So.
Okay, then how do I just test it and tell you guys the progress?
For our purpose right now, you don't need to share your screen to show us. But if we do have any problems with execution, then we will want that machine on the WebEx so that we can see the details.
Okay, fine. Then let me, because the desktop just besides me, so I log in with my administrator account to test it.
Perfect.
Okay. So I noticed this PC join domain, so maybe I try my domain account login first. This is a normal test case, right? Okay. My PC can't. I need to code reboot.
That's fine. And Jim, maybe we can have a couple of tests being attempted at the same time.
Yeah.
Care to nominate anybody else?
Yeah,
Any other volunteers?
Yeah, I was just thinking that. I'll first ask for a volunteer.
I have a laptop ready.
I also have my laptop ready.
Oh, sweet. All right. And who was that? Was that Efren?
Yes,
And who Arthur?
yes. My laptop is
And
not.
Arthur. Okay.
My laptop is not joining in any domain. It's okay.
Is it a worker machine?
No, it's just a service laptop.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
What do you think, RJ?
Absolutely.
Connected.
All right.
Connected via wireless.
Okay, yeah, the only thing that you need to make sure is that you have file and print sharing enabled. That's one of the prerequisites.
Okay, I may disable my installed Symantec.
I have a laptop that's in your virtual domain.
Okay, Arthur, yeah, that'd be awesome. Now, is file and print sharing enabled?
Yes.
Okay. And do you know the URL to go to?
I'm already at it, and then I'm about to click on login.
Okay.
I mean, it's join at .onsemi.com, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
One thing that just before you start, could you share your screen?
No, because I'm on a different machine, WebExing, and this one is on the side.
All right. That's okay.
I could use the camera. think that helps.
No, we're good. No, you're good.
Jim?
Yes, sir.
We also have another laptop, because the one that I have here is in in a Fairchild domain, and the other one belongs to the work group, because some of our users are in a work group, and it should work the same, right?
No.
No?
No.
I'll let RJ.
Yes.
Work group will not work.
Yes,
Is that correct?
No. Work group will work. Domain will work. Both are designed to work.
Oh.
Because Mina will try to run the same on the one that belongs to the work group, and then we'll see how it goes.
Yep.
Okay.
It should succeed in both cases.
Oh, it must, because I think probably at least 1/3 of our users belong to the work group. They never joined the domain, so
Exactly, and that's actually the whole reason why we have this deployment mechanism. It's because we knew there would be a lot of work group members that needed to get migrated.
And I apologize for responding incorrectly.
that's okay as long as it works.
So for those of you who are doing the tests, where are you so far? Have you logged in and
I haven't clicked
initiated?
on. I haven't initiated yet. Should I?
Please,
Okay.
I just checked my desktop
please.
Okay.
desktop environment, the file sharing enabled. So now I'm going to bring up my browser and access the site to test.
Great. Thank you to both of you.
I just clicked on configure my computer and it's doing something.
Yep.
I got an error.
All right.
An error occurred attempting to authenticate using an administrative account. Please ensure that the administrative account is available. And I got
Alright.
the error code.
So I'm just taking a look at the logs on the server. FG9H4B.
Yep,
Okay,
that's me.
so this error occurs, and actually, let me make sure that we have the right detail in the error message. I want to make sure that the error message also provides the right direction for ideas to troubleshoot it. The authentication failure that you get happens in two cases. One, if there is no standard administrative account, so that would be either the local administrator account or the local desktop account, or for domain joined machines, if the FS Strader account doesn't work, then it will fail. The other case is if the machine is a workgroup machine and the local token filter policy registry key is not set. So, can we...
This one is a domain machine.
It is.
Yeah.
All right, let me just do a quick test from this web server. And thank you very much for the clarification too. Okay, in my test, I'm not seeing SMB traffic is working. Can you confirm if file and printer sharing for Microsoft Networks is installed and enabled?
So Jay, my test, I log in already, and it shows sending files to your computer. I think it's already took about 20 seconds. But not
Okay,
bad.
yeah, so that should...
Now, yeah, now showing updating your computer.
Great, so that means the deployment succeeded, and
Yeah.
now it is executing the script on your machine.
Yeah.
RJ.
Yes.
So it's Mina here with Arthur in Sunnyvale site. So Arthur is testing on the one in the that joined to the domain, and I'm testing the one that is just in the work group. So it gives me an error here. It says an echoed attempt to deploy script to the user computer. Please ensure that file and printer sharing from Microsoft Network is installed and enabled, which is installed and enabled, and that local firewall is correctly configured. The firewall I confirmed it's on, it's enabled. Then it says error code 0x4F as in Florida 4E0001. IT will be notified automatically and will contact you to assist. This is the error.
Okay, so what is the IP address of the machine that you're connecting from?
It's 172.21.110.176.
Okay, so connectivity to that IP address on the RPC port right now is looking like it's about to fail. And to SMB is also failing. Do you have the Symantec firewall installed on that machine?
Yes.
And can you check to make sure that it has the most current policies applied?
So I can say update policy here. But now it says requesting updated policy from Symantec endpoint.
So RJ, my test case still showing the update of your computer. I'm not sure whether my computer performance now slow or I feel like today my computer quite slow. Maybe this is the cause.
So if you check Task Manager, you can see if there's an instance of cscript.exe running, and if it is, then the script is still trying to work.
You mean the process image name cscript.exe, right? I just confirm with you the process name cscript.exe.
Yeah, cscript.exe, so the VBScript interpreter.
I can't find it in my task manager process list.
Okay. So if you don't see cscript.exe, are you showing processes from all users?
Yes, the bottom clicked here already.
Okay. Then look at the log file in C scripts, logs, and workstation join domain.log.
Scripts.
Here there's no subfolder on the scripts folder.
Okay.
Only those exe files, those BAT files and VBS files.
RJ?
Yes.
This is Arthur. I switched my connection because I was wireless. I connected to the LAN directly,
Okay.
and I tried to configure my computer again, but I got the same error message.
Okay.
And mine is the same as Mina's, but it's 2 at the end.
Okay. So right now I'm putting together a little test for connectivity. So just a moment while I put that together.
Alright, it's done.
Okay, so now I'm able to connect on port 445. So that behavior typically occurs when file and printer sharing is newly installed or if it was just enabled. So for that machine, you will want to reboot before we attempt again.
Oh, okay. Actually, I installed it like early in the morning today, so.
Okay, so it hasn't had its reboot since then.
Well, I'm gonna reboot it just in case. I don't remember.
Okay,
But I think
sounds good.
it was rebooted. But let's try.
Thank you.
Hi, RJ. Normally, how long does it updating your computer?
So that was cutting out a whole lot. Can you repeat that, please?
How long does it take updating the computer, running this script? Since I think
It is typically just a few minutes.
so I need
But it depends on
force reboot my testing, because it's
Say that again.
yeah. Do I need to force reboot?